afternoon, everybody. As I put on my gloves, be very, very afraid. My niece did this one time, and she was a parole officer. My mom and my kids, her and her kids, we all went out for dinner. That was an evening never to forget. So, tonight this afternoon I'm making crock pot stuffed peppers. Not one of Daryl's favorite meals, because he's not a pepper person. So he'll eat the meat and I'll probably eat the peppers. But I'm just trying to find ways to get more vegetables. Not only for me, but for him too. So we'll see. So I have the mini peppers in the refrigerator. Those I use to snack on. And usually when I make stuffed peppers, I will cut off the tops and put them in whole. But I'm changing it up a little bit this time. I'm cutting them in half. I'm going to use them that way. Get rid of the seeds and the stems. And all the pith, they call it. Can you believe October? It's almost, well, not almost, but we're almost to the middle of October. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Or when you're quarantined to your house. I hope everyone had a wonderful summer. I'm just watching a spider go down from this above light on my sink down into the sink. So anyway, we did get to go to a few meetups this year. Our first one was in August. We went to the Life Conference, Doug and Stacy's Life Conference in Hannibal, Missouri. As usual, that was fantastic. If you want to go to a conference, that's the one to go to. And then on the way home from that, we stopped at Big Bear Homestead. And then in September, we went to Kentucky to the Heartland Homesteaders picnic. I think it was on the 15th. And that was on a Saturday, and then that Sunday morning we got up and we drove to Florida. We stopped at Hamiltonville Farm and spent the night there. Our gracious hosts, Hank and Gina, they have a beautiful home, gorgeous. And then we got up the next morning, and that was right about the time the hurricane was hitting. And we drove through some of it. Got to our destination in Florida, parked at the campground that we made reservations at. And we were going there purposely for me to visit my daughter. She didn't know we were coming. And Daryl said, you know, if she's not home, you'll never live this down. So I got on my phone and messaged Jeff, her significant other. This is Sherry. Are you home? Yeah. I said, okay, well, don't say anything because Kara doesn't know we're here. I said, we're in town. Okay. He says, when are you coming over? I said, we're leaving right now. Well, to say it was a surprise that was to put it mildly. So, okay. From there, our time was cut short because of the pandemic, and so from there we went to Georgia and spent a week at Big Bear, and there'll be two Saturdays ago from tomorrow we had a small meetup at Big Bear. Had a blast. Got to meet some folks from YouTube and Facebook for the first time, and had a good time. Now we're home again. So, on to the recipe. You can just use ground chuck or ground beef. I make a mixture of ground beef and ground pork. 2 eggs. And a lot of times I don't use gloves. I mean, it's Daryl and me. And all of this will not fit in those peppers. So I will probably make little mini meatloafs or meatballs. I may use some to put in some lasagna. Daryl likes meat in his lasagna. I do not. I was brought up, when you have meat, you don't have dairy. So sometimes that still bothers me. Not a lot, but sometimes. So anyway, okay, I'm going to take one of these slippery things off so I can do my spices. So I have two tablespoons of, it's not even open. Somewhere I have my own diced dehydrated onions, but I don't know where they're hiding. So 2 tablespoons of onions. I'm probably going to use more. Because we like the taste of onions. And they cook down. I mean, the flavor's not really there when you cook with them. I finally got my granddaughter Kaylee to believe that. 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Now this is roasted garlic, and again I have my own. Not sure where I hid it. It says for 2, I put in 3, keep the vampires away. About 1.5 teaspoons of Italian spices. Oregano, basil, thyme, garlic. Make your own. It smells wonderful. And then my 2 eggs. So I'm also going to put in, where's my Parmesan cheese? About 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan cheese. So much for the gloves. Actually, I don't have that much left. Putting it all in. I'm going to grab another pear. calls for half a cup of pizza sauce. I make my own. I can my own. So, this is about a cup and 3/4, so that's about good. Go ahead and take the lid off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the inside of my crock pot so they don't stick, which they normally don't anyway. A lot of you may put rice in with your meat. I don't want the rice. So if you're doing keto, this is totally keto friendly. And this gives me my protein that I need, plus my vegetables that I need. Don't try doing this stuff when you have gloves on. So all you do is fill your pepper, whether you cut the tops off, put them in, whole like that, or half them. That's all there is to it. Okay. Have all the peppers in here. I have enough meat left over I can put in with the lasagna that I will make this weekend. I'm going to pour the rest of the sauce over the peppers. Easy peasy. Put the lid on. Cook it on high, 3-4 hours. And you have dinner. Serve it with a salad if you want. Make garlic bread, Italian bread, whatever. This is wonderful. You can make challah. Serve it with this. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share. Tell your family, tell your friends. Tell your local Italian eatery. Bet you they duck these. So y'all have a wonderful weekend and come back. We have many changes coming up. Bye-bye. So, to finish up dinner, these are crock pot stuffed peppers And after they were done cooking, I put some shredded mozzarella cheese on them, put the lid back on. And then I also made some mashed potatoes in the Instant Pot. And this is what's for dinner.